Thank you all for tuning in, logging on to another episode of Illuminati News Hour, right here on Illuminati Radio. I'm your host, I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. If you are new to this page, please hit that follow button and turn on all your notification bells so you'll be notified when we drop this breaking news on you. Like I said, hit that follow button and turn on all your notification bells so that you can be notified when we drop this breaking news on you. And if you have any special request videos that you want me to do, celebrities you want me to do a video on, or YouTubers you want me to do a video on, or a particular topic you want me to drop some understanding on, it's a small donation of $5. The donation link is in the description box below. Let's go. Alright, so let me tell you something. You all looking at this remark that the baby did on the stage of Rolling Loud. He made a couple of, you know what I'm saying, AIDS jokes, and you know what I'm saying, and sucking dick jokes, and you know what I'm saying. Let me tell you something, people. Are you guys that blind that you guys cannot see that this whole thing was a ritual? The first thing, it was yesterday, it was all up in the air that he did what? He had somebody threw a shoe at him on stage, right? And out of the blue, like I said in the other video, out of the blue, the baby looks at the shoe and recognizes that it is Adidas. Now, I said it like this. If you on stage and you performing for your people and stuff like that, and all of a sudden you see a shoe coming towards you, number one, you ducking out the way. You ain't got time to look and see what brand name it is on the shoe, right? Unless you already knew what kind of shoe it was. Unless you already knew what it was before it was about to be thrown. He said, who threw this crusty ass Adidas at me? That tells me something, the baby. That tells me you are the same thing that you said about somebody sucking dick in the parking lot. It seems to me that you are the one that is sucking dick of the CEOs of the Adidas Corporation. And all of this is a ritual, people. I'm going to give you an example. You remember when Kevin Hart did an interview and he said he will never be on TV in a dress. And then just a week later, he's on TV in a dress. This is a ritual letting you know that, you know what I'm saying, the baby is about to make a transition. What did I tell you in the last video when the baby had a shoe thrown at him? What did I tell you that a foot or a shoe represents? The foot or the shoe represents the beginning of something, the end of something and the beginning of another. I'm going to say that again. A foot, a shoe represents the end of something and the beginning of another. And let's go ahead back in the biblical times. You know what I'm saying? Jacob and Esau. When Jacob came out holding Esau's heel, what does it say that represents? It says Esau is the end of one world and Jacob is the beginning of that follows. You see how that works? See, Satan like to duplicate everything the Most High God does. So you got to look at it like that. So when I automatically seen the video, or when I heard when the baby, you know what I'm saying, had a shoe thrown at him, I already automatically knew what it was about. He's moving on to another level. He's transitioning from slurping and gurping to slurping and gurping and fucking and getting fucked. That's the baby. You know what I'm saying? The baby is making the transition. You know what I'm saying? To, you know what I'm saying? To being, you know what I'm saying? In with the in crowd. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Hart had to go through it. Kevin Hart had to go through it with the homophobic, you know what I'm saying, tweets, as well as with the transition in the 1970s Barracuda car where he got into the accident at. He had to go through it. You know what I'm saying? Cat Williams also went through it. You know what I'm saying? The baby is going through it. They got big plans for the baby. The baby is not only going to be slurping and gurping, he's also going to be doing the same thing young Buck is doing. Looking and seeking and trying to get screwed by trannies. You know what I'm saying? The baby talking about... See, let me tell you something. You got to look, when you see these things, when these things happen, you got to understand that these celebrities are puppets. You got to understand these celebrities is telling you before it actually done. When you see television, when you see the news, when you see different things that happening, it is the elites letting you know before it actually happened. Because that's why you have The Simpsons, and you have everything that's predicted in The Simpsons actually came to pass. Everything predicted in the Family Guy TV show actually came to pass. That's the elites using these public platforms for what? These elites using these public platforms to let you know what's about to happen before it actually happens. And the baby, you know what I'm saying, yesterday it was all about the shoe, the Adidas being thrown. That's letting you know that the baby got himself a new handler, the CEO of Adidas. And that letting you know that the baby is doing a lot of the same thing he said, that if you haven't sucked the dick in the parking lot, that's the same thing he's doing to the CEO of Adidas, sucking dick. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, he then now it's this, and everybody up in the roar with the LG. Come on, people. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that the baby is against LGBT. Don't think the baby is against homophobes and homos. And don't think the baby's against that. The baby is all for it. The baby is participating in it. You know what I'm saying? He's just portraying out this ritual so that, you know what I'm saying, you cannot say he didn't told you so. It's just a play on words. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, take Kevin Hart's incident, for instance, when he was interviewed and he said, no, I will not be on stage in a dress. And then just a week later, he's on stage in a dress. That's all that is. But anyway, this is news. I want to thank you all for tuning in and logging on to another episode of Illuminati News Hour. Right here on Illuminati Radio. I'm your host, I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. If you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, touch that notification bell, hit that follow button, and touch all your notification bells so you'll be notified when I drop this breaking news on you. Don't forget, people, if you have any special request videos that you want me to do, celebrities you want me to do a video on, or YouTubers you want me to do a video on, or particular topics you want me to drop some understanding on, it's a small donation of $5. The donation link in the description box below. Let's go!